Narinig niyo ba ang isang bagong balita? Merong 19 years old, teenager, nakita na pinaka-youngest, so pinakabatang merong Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease ang pinaka-common form of dementia o pagiging ulyanin. And commonly, it is associated with aging. Habang tumatanda, mas malaki yung chance na merong dementia or Alzheimer's yung isang tao. Pero yung isang batang ito in Beijing, China, nakitaan ng simptomas ng Alzheimer's in an early age. Yung una, hindi makafocus sa kanyang paaralan, sa kanyang pag-aaral, meron siyang nakakalimutang mga assignments, at yung iba nga, nakakalimutan na, merong panahon na nakakalimutan niya kung nakakain na ba siya o hindi. And kapag nung siya nga ay na-work up na, doon na nakita na meron pala siyang Alzheimer's disease. Yung Alzheimer's disease, usually commonly sa matatanda lang yan. As we age, especially dito sa Pilipinas, is already a given na parang magiging ulyanin ka. But alam nyo ba na hindi dapat expected na kapag ikaw ay tumatanda, ay automatic na magiging ulyanin ka? Pwede kang tumanda in an healthy way, just like ni Barbara Eden na now 91 years old, isang Hollywood actress na very, very beautiful and vibrant at hindi siya makakalimutin. Opposite ng 19 years old na batang ito, wherein nakitaan ng Alzheimer's disease kahit walang genetic problems. Kasi meron namang mga early onset of Alzheimer's. Meron nakita ang mga tao na meron talagang tendency to develop Alzheimer's disease early on, yung tinatawag nating early onset. At yung mga common na yon ay meron silang mga genetic predisposition or family history. However, yung batang ito, walang nakita ang family history, wala sa pamilya nila ang may Alzheimer's, pero siya ay meron ng Alzheimer's kahit walang problema sa kanyang genes. Pina-sequence nila yung whole genome and normal ito. So ano kaya yung problema? Today, pag-aaralan natin kung paano ang top 5 na pwede nating gawin para iwasan ang dementia or pagiging ulyanin. Merong mga common problems sa utak kaya nagkakaroon ng dementia. And ang common problems na yon, kahit ano pa yung cause niyan, na stroke man, nagkaroon ng problem sa memory, problem sa personality, usually kung merong nakikitang organic cause, ay pwede itong related sa inflammation, merong swelling, pamamaga, merong atrophy. So atrophy, parang nag-shrink na yung brain. Meron ding decreased blood supply or tinatawag nating ischemia. At meron ding iba na merong protein deposits. Yung protein deposits na ito, tandaan nyo na hindi ito directly related sa protein intake, but it is related to higher insulin load sa katawan. Dahil ang insulin po ay isang tinatawag nating anabolic hormone na kung saan ang kanyang function is through building up. So, gumagawa siya ng gumagawa para siyang foreman sa construction worker na kapag sa mga construction sites na kung saan inutuutusan niya yung buong katawan mo to build something. And if parating mataas yung inyong insulin sa katawan, and then parati itong gagawa ng kung ano-ano mang nadideposito sa ating katawan kahit hindi natin ito kailangan, especially when we are already full adults. So these protein deposits in the form of Lewy bodies, amyloid deposits are proteins, pero again, hindi sila related sa protein intake, but related sila sa too much intake of foods that spikes insulin, na ito yung nagdidikta na magkaroon ng protein build-up in the wrong places. So, ano ang pwede natin gawin? Simple lang, 5 bagay na pwede natin gawin para ma-improve yung ating brain health, para maiwasan natin ang pagkakaroon ng dementia or pagiging ulyanin. So, number 1, of course, is exercise. Do physical activity because it will improve brain circulation. Dalawang major class of exercise. Merong cardio workout, yung para sa puso, and meron ding mga resistance training, usually in the form of weightlifting. Cardio workout is good and it can help also with our brain. Maganda rin yung circulation nun. But when it comes to studies, nakita nila na yung cardio workout is for the heart, and yung resistance training pala, yung pagbubuhat, weightlifting, is way better for our brain kasi nagproproduce ito ng tinatawag natin brain-derived natriuretic peptide. So, eto, yung component na ito, yung chemical na ito na na-produce naturally when we are exercising, Mas marami ito when you are doing weightlifting. If you can't let go of your cardio exercise, ano ang mga example ng cardio exercise? Jogging, biking, pagka-treadmill, running, those are usually cardio exercises. If hindi nyo ma-let go yon, then it's okay. You can still have that. Merong technique na natutunan natin in one of my patients and kaibigan nating doktor din na yung ginawa pala niya para ma-protect yung kanyang heart, nagka-cardio siya pero every 10 minutes ay nagpapahinga ito. It's just walking. So just walking lang and after a while walking and then break a little jogging and then walk ulit. Hindi siya all throughout the jogging. So that merong pahinga yung puso. And also another technique of course is yung solution na 180 minus your age. If you are 50 years old, so dapat habang nagja-jogging kayo is not more than 130 beats per minute. So 130 lang yung maximum limit ninyo sa inyong heart rate while you are doing cardio exercises para hindi rin ma-exhaust yung heart ninyo. But another thing that you can do also is to make a combination of exercises. So say for example, 3 to 5 times a week, nagbubuhat ka, nagwe-weightlifting ka, and 2 to 3 times a week naman, doon naman kayo nagka-cardio exercises. So, kung wala pa kayong kahit anong exercise, so kahit anong exercise is already okay. It can already do so much when it comes to your brain health. So, physical activity, you can do yoga, just like Doc Fee. Doc Fee is now Teacher Fee sa yoga community. So, congratulations, Doc Fee. So, yoga, you can also do that, Pilates, and marami pang iba. So, all of those exercises are good for your brain. If tamad kayo mag-exercise or hindi nyo gustong mag-exercise kasi hindi nyo naman gustong magka-muscles o hindi nyo rin gustong magkaroon ng weight loss, more weight loss, then don't. Pero if you have to do exercise, then do it for your brain. Isa yon sa pinaka pwede mong gawing gifts sa sarili mo so you can preserve your memory and you can preserve your person even at late age. So, yan yung number 1 natin. Number 2 sa ating 5 paraan upang iwasan ang dementia or pagiging ulyanin would be to limit your stress. So, dapat limited yung stress. Hindi fully eliminate kasi kung wala tayong stress sa ating buhay, parati lang tayong nakahiga, wala tayong ginagawa, all the more mag-deteriorate yung ating utak sa ating common problems in the brain. Yung pang-tatlo dyan, yung atrophy. So, eto yung nag-shrink na. Kasi yung brain natin, nagpa-follow pa rin ng use or disuse na phenomenon. Kapag ginagamit mo ito, mas nalalo itong magiging sharper at kapag hindi mo na ito ginagamit, ay ito ay magde-deteriorate. So that's why, importante yung stress sa ating buhay. Pero kailangan, hindi pwedeng stress all throughout the day. Hindi pwedeng stress 24/7. If you want to mimic the evolutionary side, dapat yung stress natin sa umaga lang na dapat after lunchtime naka-relax na tayo. More stress in the morning because those are usually the times when we are hunting, going out, looking for food, at kung ano-ano pa. And usually after lunchtime, rest na tayo. So of course, yung trabaho natin mostly is 8 to 5. So hindi naman pwedeng matulog kayo sa inyong opisina but at least the bulk of your mga gawain, yung mga to-do list ninyo ay ma-accomplish nyo na early in the morning. So if you can accomplish it early in the morning, you can just have the afternoon as mga medyo relax na lang na gawain. And of course, the moment you arrive in your home, dapat yung mindset ninyo is pahinga na because limited stress is important to keep our brain active, to keep our brain functioning. Pero hindi rin po ito pwede, hindi ito sustainable kung parati itong stress. Yung tinatawag nating chronic stress. So dapat acute short-term stress lamang na pwede nating mai-address and that one can help our brain even develop better and in a way, pwedeng-pwede itong mag-prevent ng ating dementia or pagiging ulyanin. Yung recent discovery is that our brain is plastic. Ibig sabihin, ito ay flexible. Pwede pala siyang mag-adjust. Hindi ibig sabihin na kapag matanda ka na, you can never learn anything anymore. That's not true anymore. Hindi yung, although yung sinasabi na it's hard to teach old dogs new tricks, it's just hard, but it's not impossible. Saying that, congratulations sa mga lahat ng mga seniors natin na natuto sa low carb lifestyle even at late age. And hello po sa lahat ng mga pasyente ko na nakita ko this morning and the previous days. And hi also sa lahat ng telemed consult patients natin. So yan yung ating second tip on how to prevent dementia, especially yung pagiging ulyanin, especially if nakikita na yan sa inyong family. So, recap tayo. Number one is exercise in any form. Number two, stress. Stress can actually still be exercise, but exercise is more on physical stress na controlled and usually dapat repetitive movements of large muscle bulk. So either upper arm, upper body, or lower body or legs. And limit stress, hindi kailangan fully eliminate, but choose your stress well at maglagay ng time limit. If you cannot help yourself from overthinking, yung kayo ay nagro-ruminate sa isang problema, try not to listen to your brain, try not to listen to your mind. Iba yung minsan yung utak natin, may sarili siyang utak. And we have to recognize kung yung utak na yon ay mga nag-feed ng hindi tamang information for our well-being. So you have to separate yourself from your mind. And dapat kayo ang nagdidikta sa ating utak, hindi yung utak yung nagdidikta sa inyo. So by doing this, you can do a selective choosing of your stress and also time limit. Kung hindi nyo mapigilan na makinig sa sinasabi ng ating utak minsan, then just have a time limit. So say for example, hanggang 5 o'clock lang, after nyan, hindi ko na pakikinggan lahat ng mga kung ano-anong sounds and stressors at mga boses na nagsasabi sa inyo na kayo ay dapat ma-stress. Okay? So, okay na tayo dyan? So, number 3, one of the most important para iwasan would actually be, you already know this, but to emphasize lower sugar intake in all forms possible. Anong ibig sabihin ng lower sugar intake in all forms possible? Hindi lang yung white sugar, hindi lang yung brown sugar, hindi lang yung soft drinks, yung sodas, hindi lang yung chocolates, yung cakes, but it can also be in the form of rice, in the form of bread, in the form of noodles, because a typical Asian diet or typical diet actually kahit saan sa mundo is very high in carbohydrates. Nasa 55 to 65% ng plato ng everyday calorie intake ay nanggagaling sa carbohydrates, and that is too much insulin sa ating katawan that leads into insulin spike and then protein deposits na nakakabara ng ating utak. Ang Alzheimer's disease or dementia is now considered to be type 3 diabetes. So, ano ang kailangan nating i-emphasize dito? Our brain, meron lang actually ceiling, meron lang siyang tolerance kung gaano lang kadami yung sugar na kaya niyang ma-accommodate. If you are already always looking for that sugar high, kung kayo ay parating naghahanap ng carbs, hindi nyo mapigilang kumain ng ganyan, maybe it's already carb addiction na kailangan na talagang i-cut out. And I'm sorry to say, the only way to do it, hindi po yung slowly na pamaraan, but yung tawag natin, go cold turkey. Agad-agad putulin na abstinence. Kasi kung mayat-maya kumakain ka pa rin, hindi mawawala yung addiction and craving mo for those carbs. But you have to eliminate it fully. Just like an alcoholic or chain smoker, hindi sila makakalet go ng cigarettes and alcohol if they take it little by little. Maybe later, but after a while of abstinence muna. Okay? So, lower sugar intake in all forms possible. That is one of the most important when it comes to protecting your brain from going into having Alzheimer's disease or ang pagiging ulyanin. So, number 4 na paraan would be new experience. So, expose yourself to new experiences. Importante na hindi tayo parating nasa routine lang natin. Although it's okay to have a routine for us to feel secure, for us to function well, but when it comes to brain health, kailangan talaga ilagay natin ang ating katawan sa hindi lang parating nasa comfort zone. Go out of your comfort zone. Parating nating naririnig yan. And isa pala sa pinaka-direct benefit nito is actually making your brain become more active. Mas nagiging alert siya kasi nga meron namang bago, para siyang nasa challenge. And that challenge, hindi lang basta dapat yung brain exercise na to, hindi lang dapat limited sa crossword puzzle, hindi lang siya limited lang sa sudoku. Those are also good mental exercises, but the best exercise is actually the one that you really live, yung nabubuhay ka talaga. One common way is traveling. So traveling kung saan-saan man, and it doesn't need to be very far, it doesn't need to be expensive. Pwede ngang baka isang sulok lang sa inyong bahay na hindi mo napupuntahan, or isang sulok sa inyong garden, or nasa bahay ng inyong kaibigan na hindi mo nabisita. So any new experience, any new environment, those can help you improve your brain health. So, wag magpadala sa routine forever. Break your routine from time to time. Wag matakot, it's worth it. I have a friend before na asawa ko na ngayon, because tinanong niya ako when we were still friends why I always go on retreat. Bakit daw ako parating nagbe-break o nawawala sa trabaho? Because the normal idea is, 'di ba? Yung normal knowledge lang is kapag nag-break ka, nagbakasyon ka from your work, that already means loss of income. So, wala kang trabaho that day, wala ka ng pera, parang ganon. So, why would you break kung nagtatrabaho nga tayo para sa ating finances, para ma-sustain yung ating mga pangangailangan? So, alam niyo ba kung anong sagot ko? Yung sagot ko sa kanya, yes, it might mean if I will go on retreats, like say for example, for 2 days, yes, sa 2 days na yan, wala akong trabaho, wala akong income, pero malay mo, baka sa 2 days na yan ay makakaisip ako ng $1 million idea na baka hindi ko na kailangan magtrabaho right after. And it's not impossible. And it's not also impossible even for you. So that's why make sure na meron kayong schedule na new experiences for you to have para magkaroon ng more challenge, more alertness, and para magkakaroon ng rejuvenation yung utak natin. Because it's only through new environments that our brain is being challenged to reinvent itself. At para ito ay maging mas alerto at magkaroon ng strategies and paraan na made-develop niya that you can apply to maybe your day-to-day problems, at baka yung day-to-day problems niyo yan ay hindi na magiging problema because you've already found a solution with that break, with that retreat, with that vacation, with that new travel, with that new experience. That's the importance of experiencing something new, of going out of your comfort zone. And lastly, our fifth tip on paano iwasan ang pagkakaroon ng dementia or pagiging ulyanin. It's very, very simple, and I think majority sa inyo ay ginagawa na ito. And if meron kayong kilala na hindi pa ginagawa ito, kindly share to them this video para sila ay maging aware din. Kasi kung tatanda na tayo later on, at kung tayo ay intact pa yung memory natin, pero kawawa naman kung tayo na lang ang nakakaalala sa ating mahal sa buhay, pero yung mahal natin sa buhay ay hindi niya na tayo maaalala. So, mas maganda if tayong lahat ay merong better brain health at walang dementia at hindi ulyanin. So, number 5 is just this one. Intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting addresses actually almost all of the common problems of brain. Bumababa yung inflammation, bumababa yung pagkakaroon ng swelling, yung atrophy, pwede magkaroon ng improvement, especially with new connections in the brain, yung blood supply nag-i-improve, at yung mga misfolded proteins, yung mga hindi kailangang proteins na deposito sa utak, can actually be removed through the process of autophagy or self-cleansing mechanism ng ating katawan na nangyayari lang if you do intermittent fasting. So if you do intermittent fasting, as little as 12 hours circadian fasting. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Again, at least 4 to 6 hours bago kayo matulog, dapat tapos na kayong kumain. Yun lang. And for me, what time ba yung last na kong kain kagabi? I think na late kami kasi natulog kami at night. So, nagising kami ng 7:30. That's when we had our dinner. Light dinner lang hanggang 8. So, ngayon, it's already 1 o'clock. So, nasa 17 hours of fasting. So, okay na din. So, tinapos ko muna yung ating live kasi medyo na-late tayo because of our patients. Puno yung morning natin with OR and online and face-to-face consult. But okay pa din because when you are on intermittent fasting, hindi ka panay na nagdedepend on sugar. Hindi ka basta-basta nagdedepend sa pagkain. If you need energy extra, your body can always tap to your extra store. So yan, sa mga taba-taba na iwan sa ating katawan, those can be converted into energy. So those are the 5 tips that we can do para maiwasan yung dementia at pagiging ulyanin. These knowledge are actually one of the basic knowledge na pinag-uusapan natin sa ating masterclass, and now it is on sale. Before nasa 4,000 to 7,500, now it's already on sale for only 500 pesos sa www.lcfmasterclass.com. Especially kung meron kayong iniindang sakit, meron na kayong iniinom na gamot, it's best to start learning about low carb nutrition and fasting na hindi delikado para sa inyo so that you will be guided. So for those with meron ng diabetes, merong hypertension, merong fatty liver, merong mataas na cholesterol, meron ng GERD or heartburn, merong anxiety, all of those PCOS, merong problema sa matres, all of those are under our LCF Masterclass. Merong specific dyan. So you will be, for only 500 pesos, 30 days subscription na to the courses na pinili ninyo. So, available yan at lcfmasterclass.com. And of course, for those na kailangan ng personal assessment, not sure if bagay ba sa kanila yung low carb, meron tayong telemed booking in jgrtanmd.com. But of course, if wala naman kayong inidang sakit and you're at the top of your health, just maintaining lang, gusto nyo lang i-preserve kung ano yung health nyo ngayon, then maybe you don't need all of that. So, makinig lang and mag-search pa sa mga videos natin. But these are just the basic 5 tips on how to avoid dementia and pagiging ulyanin, especially if it runs in the family. So the common problems, inflammation, swelling, atrophy, either lumaki yung volume sa loob, so nag-swelling, na meron ng swelling in the brain, or atrophy, merong shrinkage, and of course, na bumaba yung blood supply, may ischemia, at meron ng mga protein deposits. These 5 simple steps can help you improve your brain condition. Exercise in any form, stress na limited lamang, hindi unlimited stress, lowered sugar intake in all forms possible, and of course, ito yung isang gusto natin, new experiences, and lastly, do intermittent fasting. So, I think that's it. This is just a short video na umabot na rin ng more than 20 minutes dahil tayo'y madaldal. Maraming salamat everyone for always being here. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po. Always remember to stay low carb so that you all stay safe. And also, sorry for the masterclass po. Our masterclass with Q&A are usually nasa ating Facebook na masterclass. For those in website, that's why it's on sale kasi walang Q&A doon. But you are free to send us an email in our email address, jgrtan@jgrtanmd.com. And of course, our LCFF community, you can ask there and we will do our best to answer your queries. And of course, make sure na natapos nyo muna yung masterclass natin because mostly yung mga kailangan natin ay nandyan na din. So maraming salamat everyone. Have a blessed and very productive week ahead. That's our topic for today. 5 ways kung paano iwasan ang dementia at pagiging ulyanin. Maraming salamat. Thank you so